they're planning in the month of May, which is next month, to get nations to sign their sovereignty to the secretary.
Hello guys, welcome once again to Think Tank TV. Now before I show you the video I'm about to play to you of Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, here's what I want you to understand, because it's actually going to prepare your mind for the words you're about to hear. You would agree with me that the same way we have people controlling the power dynamics in our different communities, local government, states and nations, that is how we have people who control the power dynamics on the international stage. Yes, you would also agree with me that most of the decisions that they put out are not decisions that are necessarily for the advantage of the people, as some of them obviously have some underlying interests that will be beneficial to those in the corridors of power. Now, some of you may be like, does it really matter? Here's what I want you to understand. During the COVID-19, I followed Pastor Chris back to back when he was giving most of the projections about the COVID-19, and exactly how he said it, that is how most of them played out. And that is why I never, for any reason, ignore most of his words that comes from this altar. Now, I'd like you to take your time and sit back to get the full details of some of the words of Pastor Chris Oyakhilome as he has projected and forecasted some things that will be playing out in the month of May on the international stage. Please intentionally do well to hit the like button. Also do well to drop your comment in the comment section. Let's get to know what you think about the words of Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. I shall continue to be here to serve you. Take a look.
These leaders, he's given power, full authority, because he's asking for more. Like what you're seeing with the World Health Organization today, demanding, asking to be given more power. You think they're there for health? Well, that's what they were supposed to be, because that's what they told the world they were going to do. Well, they weren't there. They didn't establish themselves to save the world. They established themselves to control the world through health services. Not just health services, but health policies. I want you to remember that. They're not providing you health services, they're coming with health policies, policies of control. And that's why they're planning in the month of May, which is next month, to get nations to sign their sovereignty to the Secretary General of the World Health Organization, so that he becomes a superpower in the world and control all the nations. Say, Pastor Chris, is that you? Read the document. Read the document. Read the document, the content of the treaty. They're calling for nations to give up their sovereignty. That's what's in that document. And they want the Secretary General of the World Health Organization, or the Director General. I think it's called the Director General. So they want the Director General of the World Health Organization to have power over the nations. And he can declare whatever he wants to declare at any time and enforce it. You think he's going to really be doing that by himself? There are non-state actors that have positioned him, and they are the ones who actually want to rule the world. And he's just going to be a puppet. So the nations need to study that document and reject it in whole. They rejected it over a year ago, and they plan to bring it back. And before bringing it back, they lobbied different countries. They lobbied them and try to see how they can just come and just rubber stamp. Haven't technically agreed in private. But I'm saying, say no. You gotta say no. You gotta say no. Because you sign that thing, you're losing your country. You're selling your country for nothing. You're selling your country. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is what it's always been about for a long time now. It's been about getting. Now, listen. If they get that sovereignty off of you, they take your land, they take your water, they take your food, they take everything that belongs to you. They take your army. What you're signing out is signing out your sovereignty. Your army will not be under you. Your police will not be under you. It will all be regulated and run from outside your country. Then you have no country. You have no country. That's what they want. You better know. That's what I'm telling you. And so the Bible tells us how these 10, they're going to give their power to the beasts. Let's read again. Let's read again. In that, yeah. These have one mind.
You've seen it for yourself that information is actually power. And one thing about Pastor Chris is that he's a very voracious reader. Yes, there may be little exceptions of some of his projections sometimes, but trust me, majority of the times, most of the things he says finally plays out. Recall when he went ahead to bring about the issues of women wearing trousers in church and how he was criticized by many. But today, it seems to be the norm. Like most churches have gone ahead to understand the basis of what he was saying and have begun to accept women wearing trousers in their churches. The same way most of his projections gets criticized at the initials and at some point becomes the norm in society. That's why I always do well to follow through most of his teachings, because they are actually very insightful. Like I said earlier, during the COVID-19, when Pastor Chris was going ahead to make most of the projections, forecasting that the COVID-19 was a scam, allegedly, a lot of people took it for granted, but you all saw how the whole thing played out in the end, that it was allegedly an international scam that had nothing to do with the realities that was showcased for the world to see. Please intentionally do well to hit the like button and also drop a comment in the comment section. We always go ahead to read all your comments because it gives us an insight as to what you think about the video you have just watched. Also do well to share this video to those you think want to understand and know what exactly is happening on the international stage. Many thanks indeed to all our viewers and returning subscribers. We really do not take it lightly. My name again is Moses and this is ThinkTank TV. See you on our next video. Bye for now.